will sing myself to sleep. In my sleep, my heart is peaceful. In my sleep, my love runs deep. Let's go to sleep.
You're listening to Let's Go to Sleep by Swedish singer-songwriter Lisa Ekdahl. The Grammy-winning jazz legend is back with her trademark voice for a 13th album, and she joins me now in the studio. Lisa, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm a huge fan, so this is a major pleasure for me. Now, your latest album is called More of the Good Here. It's a hopeful message at a time when there seems to be a lot of division and hate in the world. So, is it true? Is there more of the good? Please reassure me.
I do think that there is more of the good than the bad.
Yeah.
And I wrote the song during a time when there was so much going on with the President of the United States and all of that. But I still feel that it is important to remember that a lot of people are kind. A lot of people are friendly, and there is so much good also going on at the same time as there is, of course, a mess and chaos and all of that. We know that. But I do believe and I trust there is more of the good.
Well, that's reassuring to hear, a positive message. Now, you have had an incredibly rich career. It's spanning several decades. And your latest album, so here it is again, More of the Good. It seems like a continuation of your early work. It's jazzy, it's folky. There's also a little bit of soul music.
Yes.
What is your trick to making these timeless hits?
Well, thank you to start with. But I think I have a genuine love for every genre that I dive into. And I'm also very interested in seeing if I can go into different genres without losing my own voice and see how I can bring myself into different genres. So I think maybe that is my trick, and also working with super talented people.
That always helps as well.
Yeah, that helps.
So we're going to listen to another track off your album. It's called I Know You Love Me.
Yeah.
You turn your nose up. You turn your nose up. You turn your nose up. When I say that I know you're hurting and you got your reasons, but I'm moving closer to you now.
If I may,
I know you love me.
you just don't know it yet.
So that was the song I Know You Love Me. You can hear the Franco-Lebanese trumpet player on that track, Ibrahim Malouf.
Yes.
Big star as well.
Yeah.
What was it like working with him?
Really, really good. And he was very determined to add his own flavor, but making it fit into the song. And I was very, very pleased with the result, actually, because he has this oriental flavor to his playing. And it matched very well with this more classical songwriting and strings and all of that. So I really enjoyed it a lot.
It really is a beautiful one of the
Edition.
10. Exactly,
Yes.
it's one of 10 tracks on this album. You wrote the songs. What is your songwriting process like?
Very simple. I sit with guitar.
Okay.
And I like to be alone initially. And I like to make coffee. And I have this kind of coffee maker that you put on the stove.
Okay.
And it takes about 3 minutes for it to boil. And during that time, I listen to one song. And that's my inspiration for the day. Otherwise, you want to listen, you want to be inspired, and you never start. So I only have the time that it takes for the coffee to boil in one song. And then I take the guitar, the coffee, and I start.
That's a disciplined way.
It's a discipline. And I love to make disciplines for myself. So that's my discipline. And then very simply, I just sit with the guitar. I look for something that inspires me. I'm a singer, so whatever is easy for me to sing and lyrics that make sense to me. And then later on, I present it to my partner and producer, Mattias Blomdahl, and he is making more of arrangements, have ideas for production, things like that. And more people are added on after that.
So it's a collaboration out of an idea that you have while making coffee.
Yeah.
And you have released these beautiful music videos to go along with your song. So we saw the one for I Know You Love Me, Mermaids, Let's Go to Sleep. Like your songs, they're very poetic, they're very dreamy. They make you feel really good when you're watching them. Was this kind of a deliberate choice?
Yes, because I love the world of dreams, And I love a dreamy aspect to life in general. And certainly when I listen to things and look at things myself, I love the dreamy aspects of things. And I love when there is a little bit of mystery to life, and all of that is I'm into it.
Well, it definitely comes across in these music videos. Now, you're quite a heavyweight in the jazz world. You've had this incredible career. Who are the new artists emerging that you find exciting or inspiring?
Actually, my son, who is a piano player, and he has a band, a Swedish band, and they're called Honey Wolf.
Honey Wolf?
Honey Wolf. And they're a trio with a singer who writes very interesting songs, and he's the piano player and the stand-up bass player. Honey Wolf, I think they're very interesting and progressive, and they're doing something new and fresh, but still not too out there, but it's very enjoyable.
Well, Honey Wolf, we'll definitely check that one out.
Yes, I love that.
Now, you seem to have a strong bond with France.
Yes.
You have a massive fan base here. Back in 2011, you actually released a live album that you recorded at the very prestigious Olympia Concert Hall. What is it that draws you to France?
I think, for me, everything is beautiful here. And this morning, my son said to me, "Oh, Mama, you're happy now. You're in Paris, and everything is the way you like it. Like, everything is beautiful, and everything is totally within your taste now." Because you can see how I just light up when I come here, because I just think everything actually is very sophisticated, and I think people here are very good listeners.
Okay. So the fans?
Yes. Yeah. Because I think that, and this is meant to be a compliment, that the French people are very much paying attention to detail. And I don't know if you are aware of this, but you do, and that is so inspiring, because it makes you also want to give more detail. So I love that about the whole country.
So mutual love between you and
I love
France.
it so much.
Well, we're definitely lucky to have you here in Paris. We're going to move on to some other music news making headlines. Romeo Elvis, he's been teasing fans with the release of his album. It's called Chocolate. Now, initially it was scheduled for early April. The Belgian rapper said he was postponing it because one of his fans is busy that day. And so he asked his fans on social media to give them their dates so they can work something out. Now, in the meantime, groupies can whet their appetites with a track off that album. It's called Malade, and it already has 5 million views on YouTube. Take a listen.
Cette histoire me rend malade, malade, j'ai mal à la tête. Mais j'aimerais casser la mienne pour un peu mieux me sentir. Quand on a cessé d'aimer, on doit se laisser tranquille. On doit se laisser tranquille. On doit se laisser tranquille. Quand on a cessé d'aimer, on doit se laisser tranquille. On doit se laisser tranquille.
Now, the veteran soul legend Lee Fields is releasing a new album with his band, The Expressions. It Rains Love is coming out this April via Big Crown, and it's all about the love. Fields says that regardless of how humdrum things are, love keeps things fresh. Now, Lee Fields and The Expressions are embarking on a world tour, and you can catch them here in Paris at the Church Saint-Eustache. That'll be on April 29th. Here is the title track off It Rains Love, a music video actually directed by Fields himself.
I may not be the richest man, but I want to give you everything I can. I always try to do my best. When I fall short, I let love do the rest.
Now, apparently, Lee Fields stays in shape thanks to a steady regime of gargling Listerine. Now, Lisa, do you have a secret to keeping it real in your songs?
I have many things that I like to do. I like to drink tea before I speak in the morning.
Okay.
Just so to keep the voice soft. And what else am I doing? I like chanting also.
Okay.
Like kind of like a meditation prayer.
Okay.
I love that a lot. in keeping quiet, sometimes like resting, things like that.
So keeping quiet, and then of course the coffee trick that you were mentioning before.
I am many tricks. I love tricks.
All about the tricks and the drinks. Now, finally, the Los Angeles singer-songwriter Natalie Merring, so also known as Weyes Blood, is releasing her 4th album this month. Titanic Rising tackles some heavy themes from climate change, the depletion of natural resources, and the elusiveness of genuine human connection. Despite the doom and gloom, though, the album is lush, beautiful, and strangely uplifting. And we're going to leave you with a song off that album. It's called Every Day, a video that actually Merring directed herself. But before we go, I want to thank you, Lisa Ekdahl. Thank you so much for being on the show. Such a pleasure to have you. And you will be back in France, so this will be the 6th of August at La Rochelle for the jazz festival called Le Phare. Definitely check it out. It's going to be very exciting. And hopefully we'll have you on the show again soon. Yes. In the meantime, you can stay tuned to France 24. More news coming up right after this.